Hey everyone, it's Matt Donahue with Mission Financial Planners. This is your weekly update for the week ending December 12th. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I've got a Stoic quote for you. This is the mark of perfection of character, to spend each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, laziness, or any pretending. Our buddy Marcus Aurelius wrote that almost 2,000 years ago, and it actually might be some of the best financial planning advice that's ever been written. No plan is perfect. Preparation is what matters. Last week, the Federal Reserve reduced rates by 25 basis points. That moves the target range for the overnight rate to 3.5 to 3.75%. It's not a huge dramatic change. It's just part of a continuing recalibration. At the same time, job openings rose to a 5-month high, while the quit rate fell to a 5-year low, which means people are starting to stay put. Employers are still hiring. The economy is cooling a little bit, but it's not breaking. Markets responded. Growth stocks softened, value stocks held up better, and bond yields remain elevated, especially on the long end. Mortgage rates are still high enough to matter. This is not a crisis environment, it's an adjustment phase. Markets were more discipline, not emotion. One of the most important developments is where inflation is showing up. Electricity prices are rising faster than overall CPI, driven in part by the explosive growth of AI data centers. A single AI search uses dramatically more energy than a traditional web search. Multiply that across the economy, and demand rises quickly while supply takes years to catch up. This matters because inflation doesn't have to be broad to be painful. It just has to hit expenses people can't avoid, such as electricity, just like we've seen with auto and homeowners insurance. It can become a sticky source of cost pressure. From a planning standpoint, that reinforces why portfolios, income strategies, and tax planning all must work together. Speaking of tax planning, it's one of the quietest forms of leverage available, and it's also one of the most ignored. A simple example is something like a health flexible savings account, or FSA. FSAs allow pre-tax dollars to be used for medical expenses, but historically discouraged participation because of a use it or lose it rule. Now, employers can allow limited carryovers up to an indexed amount. The details matter because FSAs are employer specific. The carryovers are optional. Unused funds beyond the allowed limits are forfeited. This isn't exciting planning. It's effective planning. Focus on what you can control. Reviewing benefits annually, coordinating them with cash flow and tax strategy is fully within our control. A couple words about estate and insurance. Estate planning isn't about death, it's about order. Insurance plays a foundational role here. Health, homeowners, auto, umbrella, disability, life insurance, long-term care, they all function as infrastructure. They provide liquidity and protection when life doesn't follow the script. Planning for an incapacity is every bit as important. Without proper powers of attorney or healthcare directives, families are forced into reactive decisions under stress, and in many cases, that can involve courts and unnecessary costs. The Stoics would say we have to do our best, not just for ourselves, but for others. Estate planning is one of the best expressions possible of that responsibility. If this is the last time you see me before the end of the year, have a wonderful holiday season. Please celebrate it with the people you love and care about. And like the Stoics would say, living each day as if it's your last doesn't mean being reckless. It just means being deliberate. Make sure those people know how much they mean to you. Markets will change, laws will change, but life will interrupt all that stuff. Thanks again. Have a great holiday season.